Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay. We are, as you can tell from the title, talking about a very interesting topic. So I touched on genetics in another video, and I used a reel and some examples from a content creator I've come across on Instagram, content creator / online coach. It was not my plan. Well, it was originally my plan to make a video just about him, but then I didn't want to do it because I thought I didn't really know why I would make the video. And as I mentioned in the last video, the person could reply with obviously saying that some of my points were made invalid if he was in fact South Asian himself, given that all his content is driven towards South Asian people. But he has stated in his own videos that he's not South Asian, so the things I have to say are very much applicable. Now, his whole content... Now, let me just put a disclaimer in first. Everyone has the right to make their coaching niche to whoever they like. Like, if you want to make a coaching niche, that's two words you don't want to say together too fast. Coaching niche. If you want to make that men, women, fine. When you want to make it a specific race, I think it becomes a little more problematic. I would like you to imagine if a white coach, similar to the man we have in question here, who I haven't actually named yet, whose Instagram name is Nathan.autonomy, Nathan Johnson, who's an online South Asian fat loss expert. Now, I'd like you to imagine an online coach who was... I just accidentally called myself from another phone on Instagram. An online coach who was white. Maybe they had a... What am I doing? There you go. Maybe they had a... Let's cut that. Maybe... Oh my God. All right, flipping now. Okay. Let's try this again. I'd like you to imagine an online coach who was white, had a certain appearance, and by certain appearance I mean was, say, had a shaved head, for instance, and some interesting tattoos, was English-based, English-speaking, and all of his content was driven towards strictly white people. He focused on white people only, a white person doing white-only coaching. Or, for instance, a white person who specialized in doing coaching only for black people, and said, oh, all my coaching is directed for black people. Black people, you can't train this way, you can't eat this way, you have to listen to me, because everything has to be different for you because you're white or you're black. That would, I feel like, garner a very different response to good old Nathan here, who is, from all assumption, I could be wrong, a white British man living in, I presume, one of the UAE states. I'm going to hedge my bets on Dubai because he was on a Dubai TV show on his Instagram. His content is driven specifically towards South Asians. In fact, he calls himself I'm going to obviously show the Instagram on the page, but I want to also be able to read it accurately. He is a South Asian fat loss coach. Like I said, a niche is a niche. But when you pick a race, we can question what is going on. We can question that decision. The first line of his bio is, I'm building the healthiest generation of South Asians ever. That is is it? I don't know if it's just me, but that's an insane thing for a white British man to say. To say, I'm building the healthiest generation of South Asians ever. What? Like, you can't. Is it just me? Is it me? I don't think that's... Why have you picked us? Why is it them that you're focused on? What experience have you had that has told you I can do this? Because that caption line is... That line in your bio is absolutely wild. Wild. Now, let's go into some of his content and have a look at why I have the issues with him doing this. Put the volume up on this so I can hear it and add it in.
Indian guys, please don't tell me you're still doing bent over row, one arm row, upright row. This is the worst way for South Asians to train their back. But these exercises lose fat in the kitchen, you use these exercises to create an illusion of a smaller waist. Do this. Do this. Do this. By doing these, you work on the V taper as opposed to the upper back. And if you want to...
Okay, that
Indian guys,
is...
please don't tell me...
Okay, so he's South Asian fat loss coach. All of his content is specifically mentioning, not all of it, but most of it is mentioning Indian people. Now, India is not the only South Asian country. There's plenty more. So there's that. And there's also the fact that, like, let's just play it again.
Please don't tell me you're still doing bent over row, one arm row, upright row. This is the worst way for South Asians.
Those are perfectly fine. An Indian person, a black person, a white person, any person can do those exercises and they're absolutely fine. An upright row, I think he's confused. The caption on the picture says, forget rows, do these for your back wheelers instead. And as you can see, the exercise is suggested. One of them's a row. It's captioned, forget rows. One of them's a single arm row. It's just, why can't an Indian do a bent over row? Or a dumbbell row? An upright row is not a back exercise anyway. So Indian, black, white, whatever you are, don't do an upright row for your back. That's for your side delts. Why can't an Indian person do that? Now, if we delve into the comments,
Guys, please don't tell me you're still
let me
doing...
mute that. We've got some interesting comments here and some interesting responses. He himself hasn't responded to them, but there's some hilarious comments here. There's a comment here from a very handsome chap by the name of MJ Khan. Who's that then? Who's that then? Who's he? Can we zoom in on that profile picture, can we? He doesn't look like that now, does he? No, we can't actually. No, we can't. His comment says, come to me, brown people, let me help you. That has gained an interesting 1,020 likes. I just added the 20th one, to be fair. A bit out of order, but... Another comment, you do not need to train differently if you are South Asian. Don't believe this poo emoji. 1,993 likes. Someone called Higher Up Wellness has commented, is this a joke? Are you good, bro? Again, another 500 likes. Oh, that person is very popular on Instagram. Amazing content. Would prefer if you don't upload it. That, I feel like that is my favorite comment. Even better than MJ Khan's comment. Even though MJ Khan's probably the best looking person in the comments. Hello, South Asian men. Just a reminder, you're not some unicorn that needs a different style of training. I think we'll leave it there. I think the what did my mate say? Something about consensus. I think the consensus is strong with how we feel about Nathan's South Asian philosophy. Now, you're wondering, just because Nathan is focused on South Asians doesn't mean what he says is wrong. I'm sure he himself is gaining excellent results. And you would be very correct. Let's have a look at his 11-week transformation. So he starts there. Just, I'd say, not the worst. And where is it then? 11-week countdown for you to get a pump. You got a pump in 11 weeks. Excellent. Top coach. Love it. South Asian generation is going off unbelievably. Now, are you South Asian? Do you eat breakfast? Are you Indian? Are you busy? Nathan has you covered. Let's have a look.
We'll have a look.
Oh, 1 second. I've got the volume down, haven't I?
You just can do for breakfast without ramming a latte and a croissant on the way to work down their throat.
You can absolutely have a latte and a croissant for breakfast, even if you're a busy Indian on the way to work. Just saying. But let's see what else Nathan has to say.
Busy person breakfast. Number one is you got the fast shake. Just simply 2 scoops of whey protein, water, and shake it, and you're literally done. It's 240 calories, all protein, and you're out the door in seconds. The fast option.
Confused. Why is that different to having a latte and a croissant? Like, more protein? If the busy Indian doesn't need to have cram 40 or 50 grams of protein at the beginning of the day, why would that be different? So how is that any quicker than stopping to get a latte and a croissant on the way to work? Let's see what idea number 2 is.
You just mix yogurt, berries, and just oats and whip it up together. And you can either drink that, you can either pour that in, spoonful, a little bit of Tupperware, whatever you need to do. And then
That is a good suggestion. I haven't watched this reel. Open-minded, that is a good suggestion. That is a much better breakfast than just having a latte and a croissant, some berries, some yogurt. There's probiotic quality, there's fibrous quality, micronutrient quality. What a great suggestion. Macronutrient quality. What a great suggestion. Thank you, Nathan. You've helped a busy Indian.
the third one is the fast pick.
The busy Indian isn't me.
It's like literally air fryer, chicken sausages, Linda McCartney sausages, and bread. You can make a little sandwich on the go. They're super, super easy.
It's true, but the Indian's busy. Maybe he doesn't have time to make sausage. The last two suggestions are great. They're great suggestions.
Those, you're looking for damage limitation. If you have those, they're under 300 calories. If you have your croissant and your latte, you're upwards of 500 calories, and you're probably still going to be 26.
I don't think a latte and a croissant takes you to 600 calories. If the goal, I guess, is to be under 300 calories, then the last two suggestions were great, actually. How rude of me to be so presumptuous about old Nathan, but the last two were great. But you can get a croissant for less than 300 calories, and a latte can be 0 calories. I don't know. I think you get a latte from Aldi that's like even got protein in it. I'm sure it's the same. I don't know if it's the same thing, but I don't drink coffee. But again, just a strange concept that a busy Indian would have to have a certain type of breakfast, and a latte and a croissant isn't a part of it. Next, we have a video about pull-ups. Now, this isn't South Asian specific, actually, but he has got an India shirt on and a fake belly. So let's just have a look.
I don't know, man. I can't do that pull up yet. Okay, if you got a bar
Let's watch it.
yeah. Can you hold it at the top for 10 seconds? Maybe. Have you got done?
I like that he's in the middle of the video, like he's holding up with one hand and one hand on the phone call. I guess he's pretending like he's just holding himself up with one arm, you know. But the acting, can you hold it? The acting is sensational.
Bells, yeah. Can you bent over row your body weight? Not yet.
No one that has no relation to a pull-up. Now, let me just break down here, because I feel like this is a common thing. This is how you become strong enough to do a pull-up. Rule number 1, if you can't do a pull-up, the likelihood is your body weight is too excessive. So the first thing to address would be your body weight. If you cannot do a pull-up, you are probably a chunky monkey. That is what's happening. So you need to trim down, first of all, and doing a pull-up will be likely. Now, you're probably saying, oh, does that mean you can't do a pull-up because you're very chunky yourself? No, actually. Now, this is option 2, which is strength. Like, I am fortunately strong enough to do one pull-up. If anyone doesn't believe me, I'll do it in a video. But I can do one pull-up. I could do 2 or 3 probably, but that's besides the point. Strength is obviously an important factor. Now, he said holding yourself up at the top for 10 seconds. There's no 10-second business in there. What you want to do is mimic the pull-up motion to make yourself stronger. Now, you can mimic the pull-up motion by doing assisted pull-ups, by using a resistant band to do push-ups, and doing a lat pull down, where obviously arms, like how you would in a pull-up, or if you're going to do a pull-up like this, or you're going to do a pull-up like this, wherever, mimic that motion, pull down, job done. Get stronger on that, and accompanied by obviously shedding a little bit of weight, or just getting ridiculously strong, the pull-up will come. The last suggestion is similar to what he's saying when he said holding at the top for 10 seconds, but what you're going to do is you're going to jump up and pull yourself up to the bar, and you're going to slowly control yourself on the way down. And you're going to do sets where you control the eccentric. And eventually you will build the strength to pull yourself up. You want to make your lats stronger. And those things will make your lats stronger and mimic the pull-up motion itself. That will do the job. Dumbbell rowing your body weight has no effect on you at all. I cannot dumbbell row 120 kilo as far as I know. I have not come across a 120 kilo dumbbell to try, so maybe Nathan's right and I can do it, but as far as I know, I can't dumbbell row 120 kilo, so, but I can pull it up, so, let's have a look at another video, another reel.
I don't know, man, I need to get rid of my South Asian belly. Okay, sure, are you...
Why, his belly's not South Asian, that belly is plastic. Who said that? Who said I need to get rid of my South Asian belly? Your belly is universal. It's fat tissue. It's fat. It doesn't. Your fat isn't different because you're South Asian or It's just a belly. Like it's not a belly. It's just a belly. Doesn't make a difference.
You need to follow what I say. Yeah, but you're not even South Asian. How would you even help? Yo, chill. You need all the help you can get. That's fair. Let me.
Shut up, brown person. You need all the help you can get. I don't care if I'm not South Asian. You're gonna listen to me.
Yes, go on then, Gora the Explorer. You're a foodie. Saying no to
Gora the Explorer is quality though.
offered food is a sin. Yep. Your mum can't start feeding you and you let her. Yeah. You feel like you're the only person in your close circle trying to get in shape. Yeah. You can't leave leftovers and you want to get your money's worth out of your food. You're damn right. You tried chicken, broccoli, and rice and you hated it. Yeah. And you can't keep your hands out the pantry. Yep. And you've got to have chai at least once a day. For sure. See? And you've not seen 100 grams of protein since you were a baby. Boy, but yeah. You should probably comment South Asian Belly to get our free fat loss guide for South Asian. But what if I want one-to-one coaching? Yeah, you can probably drop me a DM with the...
Okay, no. Okay, there's no actual advice in there, but he's just broken down like common South Asian issues, I guess. I think those issues are issues of everyone. I don't think white people are excluded from that people. If you're someone who's chubby, the likelihood is most of your friends, or if you're someone who's overweight, obese, whatever, likelihood is most of your friends aren't going to be obese or overweight. Likelihood is you probably have a mom who feeds you. It's difficult to lose weight. You've tried diets. Like that's a commonality for all fat people. But obviously, when it's your niche, you've got to dress it up and add in little spicy words like Gora and foodie and mom and all this. Mom ain't a spicy word, but I mean like for like the South Asian belief or whatever. It's incredible, like honestly, to market yourself like this, non-sarcastically, non-ironically, like it's just that I can't get over the line in the bio. I'm here to build the greatest generation of South Asians.
If you're Indian and you've got belly fat around here, I bet your personal trainer doesn't even know what a
Where does he point to there, guys? Can we get a VAR review of that? Let's have a VAR review. I'm gonna Jamie in the studio. Can we get a VAR review of that?
So if you just look at this clip.
belly fat around here, I bet.
He's pointed at his quads. If you got belly fat on your quads, you've got a big belly. Your belly is. You need to be stopped, mate.
I bet they tell you to track your.
If your personal trainer doesn't know what a roti is, it does not disqualify them from being a personal trainer. I am 99% sure.
Calories on MyFitnessPal and hit your protein, and then they tell you to.
Good advice. Smart trainer.
Boring food, and if that worked, you wouldn't be watching this video and have that belly fat. The secret isn't to
Food can be boring. Accept it.
test of your belly fat is to find the 4 pillars of nutrition and get consistent. You need home plans from Monday to Friday that are going to be time efficient, effective, and family friendly. You need a social diet plan, what to do pre, during, and post your socializing. You need
these are obviously about the services he offers,
fit around your lifestyle,
which I'm guessing are good. I don't question the level of his service or what it is he offers. My only qualms with him lie at why he's chosen this path, and I guess if that's the service he offers, he has to offer us something. Yes, you can't just trickle the brown people. He's got to draw them in somehow. The whole if your trainer says this and trainer says that, I feel you don't need to put someone else's like way down by bringing yourself up, kind of thing. If a trainer says to you, you should use MyFitnessPal, you should track your calories, you should hit your protein, you should eat such and such food, that food may be boring to you, but you can sort of like twist it around, whatever, have a look at it. But that trainer is not doing anything wrong. That trainer is absolutely right and valid in everything he says. So it's just strange that you'd go down there, and the whole not knowing what a roti is, like, it's fine. If your trainer doesn't know, I'm pretty sure if I asked my old coach what's a roti, he wouldn't know, and I'd probably still, to be fair, consider him a good coach. It wouldn't alter my opinion of him. But that brings us to the end. I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've gone through 6 reels, haven't we? I feel like that's more than enough to speak about old Nathan here. I think he is an interesting man. I would love to have a conversation with him about why he has gone down this route of saving South Asians and wanting to build the greatest generation of South Asians. Is there a more world-dominating plot at hand? Does he plan on building this generation for his own Lex Luthor benefit. Who knows? It's just very funny and very strange to me that he would market himself this way. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only person I know to be doing this from the same background as Nathan. If I'm wrong, then please feel free to correct me. If I'm just wrong about the whole thing, if you think this is completely normal, comment below, let me know. Listen, that's not... What I should make clear here is I'm not saying... There's no nasty undertone to what I'm... Like, I don't want this to be like, oh, I think he's like a wrong'un or he's like a con man or anything. I just find it very strange and very weird that he would niche himself this way or market himself this way to this niche. And I feel like in different circumstances with different races, it would come across very strange. And I find this very strange as well. But that is all. Thank you everybody for watching. Yesterday we dropped the podcast with Ivan. Go watch that as well. Watch some of the other videos. On the weekend, I will be dropping another episode of The Greatest Cut in the World. And that will involve, I guess, a day of eating, I said. Maybe some other things throughout the day. Depends on what I get up to. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Nathan, if you watch this, no hard feelings. Come on the podcast. I'd love to have a chat with you and you could set me straight about the things I've brought up. Otherwise, remember to subscribe, guys. We are 12 subs away from 300. I know that doesn't seem... That's an arbitrary... God
damn, man.
I've said that wrong anyway, for YouTube, but it's an accomplishment nonetheless. Everyone who is on 1 million subs had 300 subs at one point. That is a genius point right there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. I feel like that see you all next time is like a cliffhanger. Bye.